Okay, now we're back over on the right hand side of the radio, and we're going to take a look at the features here. Like I told you before, this is VFO and this is channel. Channel means why they put this in this radio, I have no idea. Of course, around this vintage, the FT101 has the same thing, and you have crystals that you can tune up to the different frequencies that I guess your favorite band here. In your case, you got 1 through 11. Mainly, if you're going to use this VFO, you just turn this channel switch right here to VFO, and when that happens, now you're coming over here and you're looking at the tuning situation. You're up here at the dial. Okay, all digital on this radio. One feature I like, these things are segmented. You can see the little segments up here. In case if one segment burns out, it will display. Okay. So you're going to select, this radio came with an external, this radio did come, or you can get an external VFO with it, receive external and transmit external, and then normally this is put on internal. So this is your select switch here for your VFO, and this is your band select switch. Okay. All right, here's a pre-selector. This is very, very neat. This pre-selector is very sharp. It tunes very precisely, and it rejects frequencies very narrow. Very interesting how this pre-selector, they got a tune up here. This is a pre-tune like in your FT101, your pre-tune on your FT101. Similar design as I went through later earlier in the video series here, showing you the 3-gang inductors back there that they're tuning. Very, 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 very precise and exactly. Notice that there's no load or plate on this because there's no tubes in this transceiver. This transceiver is an all transistor model that they came out with right after the FT101 with the hybrids. Alright, now we go over here. This is RF gain to do with our just like our FT101. The RF gain is all the way over here for a greatest sensitivity, and we have an audio frequency or volume control here. Okay, now this radio, if you take a look up here, is got a clarifier, and if you would let me show you here. If you move the clarifier around, you can see that it changes or fine-tune. I like this because it fine-tunes the radio to the stations that you want to bring it out of. You also have a rheostat which is underneath here, which is like the FT101, which it's turned all the way over. I didn't leave it over here. You can see it, but they gang together here. They shouldn't. But right here is 0 output on the transmit. And you tune it up. On this radio, I noticed it about right here in this direction here, you're going to get about 10 watts out. But if you flip it all the way over to here, you're going to get 100 watts out. So this is, like I said, this is a transistor radio finals, and you want to be very, very careful because you can burn those finals up. So you want to make sure when you start tuning this radio, you go down here, and the only thing to tune is with the tune button up here, and you rock it back and forth, and we'll try to give you a demonstration on that to get the loudest noise out of your station on the audio. Okay, and then you use your watt meter to tune it, and it set your SWR on your antenna through your antenna tuner if you're using an antenna tuner. But again, there is no plate and no load on this radio because you're not using tubes. Okay, so this knob here, why they put it across the top of the drive, across the top of the clarifier knob, I have no idea, but it's there. It's one thing about tuning this radio that it's a little different from any other radio I've ever seen, because it is an early model radio right after the FT101 series, and it is a Yaesu all transistorized radio, but they're still using some theory and some things that they've learned from the FT101 series. So very interesting radio, very nice radio to listen to, And once you get on to tuning it, a very nice radio to set up. Okay, so let's go on here and we'll see what else we can do. Okay.